From a broke kid surviving on food stamps to making over $6 million online in just 5 years. Can you believe it? You hear me right. We're diving into the incredible journey of Jordan Welch, who went from rags to riches, creating not one but two 7-figure businesses. Living the dream in Miami, cruising in his dream car, and even buying cars for his mom and sis. But it wasn't all smooth sailing, brother. Facing financial hardships and crushing setbacks, Jordan's journey was filled with challenges. But he rose above them all, defying the odds and achieving extraordinary success. Witness this epic transformation from a 9-year-old obsessed with YouTube to a multi-million-dollar entrepreneur. Join us on this mind-blowing adventure by subscribe now, and let us know in the comments that you've joined the team. We'll make it a priority to respond to you. Growing up with a single mom, their annual income barely crossed the $20,000 mark. Imagine a 9-year-old kid moving to a new city missing his mom. But here's the kicker. His stepdad gifts him a laptop, and bam, YouTube obsession begins. Jordan binges on videos idolizing his favorite YouTubers. Together with his friends, they create videos on everything from basketball to comedy skits to sick skateboarding. And you know what? That became his first taste of online money. Fast forward to high school, while his pals get regular jobs, Jordan refuses to follow suit. He wants that YouTube and Twitch cash like the young legends he admires. At 14, he's making $100 a week editing Call of Duty trick shots. He realizes a job isn't necessary to make online dough, but let me tell you, editing those videos, it was a grind. Hours on end chasing those crazy deadlines. But that's the path Jordan took to his ultimate success. So after making some cash from editing videos, Jordan wanted to level up and start a real business. High school was his playground, and he dabbled in around 5 different businesses. First up was his clothing brand, Retrospect Clothing. He designed some sick threads, printed them, and sold them to friends and family. Then he dove into the sneaker game, camping outside Champ Sports for the latest kicks. He flipped them on eBay for a sweet profit. Reselling became his thing, making a name for himself as a top reseller in his city. He was moving shoes like a boss, making his first $1,000 without a regular job. Inspired by his rep, he launched a sneaker convention at just 16. Dude rented out a massive convention center, and despite some laughs, he packed the place with 200 people, even scoring media attention. It was a wild ride, a total high in his journey. After a promising start with his sneaker convention, things took a nosedive real quick. He counted the cash, paid expenses, and ended up with less than $200. It was a brutal reality check. He sat on the couch, tears streaming down his face, feeling like all his hard work had been for nothing. The dude even considered giving up on entrepreneurship. In high school, he tried different side hustles like music videos and tech support, but graduation came, and he had less money than friends with fast food jobs. He felt lost, destined for failure. His mom pushed him to get a job, and reluctantly, he did. But guess what? It lasted a measly week. The final straw was dropping a tray of wine glasses, spilling wine all over and shattering his confidence. That embarrassing moment made him swear off jobs forever. Determined to carve his own path, Jordan knew he had to find another way. But he didn't have much money, no scholarships, and a mom who couldn't afford to send him to college. But you know what? He didn't let that stop him. He took out $25,000 in student loans and enrolled in the only college that accepted him. Living in a dorm, he was so broke that he relied on food stamps just to survive. Can you imagine? It was a tough time, and he felt like all his progress had crashed down. But deep down, he knew college wasn't his destined path. And then, fate smiled upon him. He had some leftover loan money, and instead of splurging like his friends, he saw it as an opportunity to start another business. That's when he discovered dropshipping. He had the skills for it. Website building, video making, and marketing. It was a perfect match. With unwavering determination, he launched his first Facebook ad and stayed up all night, hoping for that first sale. And guess what? It came on May 20th at 1 a.m. The excitement was off the charts. From that moment on, he poured his heart and soul into his dropshipping business for the next 2 months. After facing some ups and downs with his dropshipping business, he was determined to make it work. He learned from his small wins and big losses, constantly improving his skills. Even though he ran through his entire $2,000 budget, he didn't give up. He reached out to his best friend, borrowed $500, and found a game-changing product. That one product took off, and he made his first profitable week with a $1,000 profit. It was a turning point. Momentum started building, and his business took off like a rocket. He made $3,000 in profit that month and never looked back. The following month, his sales skyrocketed to over $50,000. With $10,000 in profit, he used that money to move into an apartment with his best friends and made the bold decision to drop out of school. from having less than $100 and relying on food stamps to becoming a six-figure earner in just a few months. It's mind-blowing. By November, he hit his first 100K month, something he thought was only for the extremely rich. And in December, he did it all over again, surpassing 10K in sales in a single day. People started noticing his success on Instagram, and that's when he decided to start his YouTube journey again. This guy went through some serious highs and lows in his pursuit of success. After starting his YouTube channel and coaching others, he was making crazy money. His dropshipping store hit over $100,000 a month, and his coaching brought in massive profits. He had almost 100K in the bank by the end of 2017. But here's where things took a turn. Jordan got caught up in the allure of LA. He rented a fancy apartment, stopped dropshipping, and focused solely on coaching. He spent like he was a millionaire, but reality hit hard. His bank account dwindled to 30K, and his expenses were 10 grand a month. Reality hit him hard. He realized he was only a few months away from going broke all over again. It was a wake-up call he couldn't ignore this time. So Jordan and his partner decided to launch their incredible product research tool, Viral Vault, for Shopify store owners. They hit the ground running, making over $10,000 in profit within the first month and growing it into a six-figure business in just 6 months. It was an impressive start. However, things took a turn for the worse when Jordan had a falling out with his partner. His partner vanished with all the money and blocked him on every social media platform. To make matters worse, Jordan had just signed a $20,000 contract with developers. He found himself shouldering all the costs and payroll expenses, draining his personal savings. The following months were grueling. The app launch flopped, sales were disappointing, and expenses continued to pile up. Jordan had to rely on credit cards, maxing them out, and even taking a $10,000 line of credit just to stay afloat. By May 2020, he was burdened with over $21,000 in credit card debt and had only a meager amount left in his bank account. But Jordan didn't give up. He kept a screenshot of his almost empty bank account as a reminder of his determination to bounce back. And bounce back he did. But as things go, at that stage of his life, he experienced a dark and crippling depression, spending days in bed and resorting to destructive behavior. At his lowest point, he reached out to the suicide prevention hotline, finding solace in their support. Realizing he needed a change, he decided to leave Los Angeles and return to his mother's home, which turned out to be a transformative decision. Surrounded by the love of his family and friends, he felt a renewed sense of gratitude. This pivotal moment allowed him to forgive himself and let go of past mistakes. Determined to rebuild his life, Jordan eliminated harmful habits, embraced personal growth, and rediscovered his passion in the familiar surroundings of his office. With newfound skills and resilience, he embarked on a journey to create a better future, leaving behind a valuable lesson about the power of forgiveness and self-improvement. Jordan Welch embarked on another drop-shipping store venture, but this time success came swiftly. Within just 20 days, the business had amassed over 10K in profit. Eager to share his journey, Jordan began documenting it on YouTube, showcasing his rise from the ashes. By the end of 2020, his business was generating over 100K monthly, with one remarkable day bringing in $17,000. With newfound momentum and confidence, he left his mother's home, settling into his own Miami apartment. In 2021, Jordan became unstoppable. His store surpassed $1 million in sales, his YouTube channel grew from 20,000 to over 250,000 subscribers, and even his previous failed venture, Viral Vault, thrived, exceeding 100K in monthly revenue. Armed with valuable lessons and re-established good habits, he elevated himself to the next level. 2021 became his first multi-million-dollar year, enabling him to fulfill dreams like buying his mother's dream truck, treating his family to a Jamaican vacation, and building a six-figure investment portfolio. Finally, Jordan could breathe, standing tall on a solid foundation, embracing unstoppable momentum throughout 2022. At this time, he was thinking, "Screw Shopify, I'm going all in on YouTube." And damn, did he make the right call. His Shopify store was raking in a sweet $1.8 million in sales, with his badass team handling business like pros. It was like a money printing machine, spitting out a cool grand every single day. But you know what? Jordan had bigger dreams, bigger thrills in mind, so he hustled hard, creating YouTube videos that rocked the internet. And when the stars aligned in August, he sold that Shopify store for a crazy sum. Cha-ching, money in the bank, baby. Now what did Jordan do with his newfound fortune? Well, he did what any self-respecting guy would do. He snagged the car he always wanted, a sick BMW M2 competition. But that wasn't all. He surprised his sister and her kids with a mind-blowing trip to Disney World, where he blew her mind by gifting her dream car. Talk about boss move! And the icing on the cake? Jordan went all Santa Claus on his parents, showering them with wads of cash just for the hell of it. Because hey, making people smile is what it's all about, right? And guess what? He's got a case study that breaks down his entire business, all for just $1. Yeah, you heard me right? None of that $1,000 guru nonsense. Jordan wanted to provide something truly valuable, something that's worth more than those pricey courses combined. So he spills the beans on how he built his e-commerce empire, from products to strategy to killer ads. It's all there, under the hood of his business that skyrocketed to nearly $2 million and got sold in under 2 years. Grab it, folks. Invest that dollar in your own education. By the end of 2022, Jordan was crushing it. Over 500,000 subscribers, $1 million sale of his viral vault, mind-blowing videos, legendary encounters, and globe-trotting adventures. The dude was living the dream. In fact, with all his businesses combined, he hauled in over $2.5 million that year alone. And that's not even counting the store sale. Talk about baller status. Now here we are today. Jordan's 25, sitting in his epic Miami crib, upgrading from a humble one-bedroom apartment. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next one.